What is it, afternoon? Oh yeah, good afternoon. I got a couple of things that I really want to talk about, because a lot of you guys just don't believe this stuff is real that I'll be talking about. You sit up and you just imagine that I'm lying to you. I'm making everybody make these things up. I'm not making this stuff up. I was talking to my woman this morning about, matter of fact, I'm gonna read you what this motherfucker was saying, and then I'm gonna tell you about it. This is a dude. This dude just wrote me this morning. Well, I don't think he wrote me this morning. He wrote me a couple of days ago. I just read it. But OG Rosebud, I noticed you post some of your responses of appreciation of your confidence courses. I read a few, and to be honest, they're what made me purchase your course. Man, I am happy that I did. I did as you said and did not go to the second course for 90 days. In those entire 90 days, I worked my ass off with the first one. I'm not kidding you or making this up, but your courses are really some bomb-ass shit. I hit the bars at first and almost immediately got some action, but I remembered you on one of your streams saying that the first action you get is not real. So I handled myself accordingly. Took her home with me, but I also remember you saying, do not use the course to just get pussy. I'm going to be honest with you about that too. I only got the course to get no pussy. But once I got into it and started to see all the science you put into what you're saying, something took me over. I have had your courses for 8 months, maybe 9, and my life has changed to the extent I had to write and thank you. You want to know something? I almost want to ask you to stop saying, because I don't want so many dudes to know what I learned in your courses. You know what that is? I learned that I am a handsome soul with the confidence of a Lothario in the olden days. And I thank you from the bottom of my newfound confidence. I will support anything you do from now on. That was pretty complimenting. And what I'm thinking and what I'm really going to say is you guys just don't realize. You don't realize the harm that you're doing to yourselves. You can't imagine what you're doing to yourselves by being so phony with women. You done completely overlooked the path that previous men had set up for you to take to learn how to catch. But no. See, I know none of you would really risk exposing yourself as the fakes that you are by sitting at a table or in a park or whatever with real men talking about the game of catching broads. You wouldn't do that. You will know if, you know, the shit you think was exposed. You'd be ridiculed and ran off from the goddamn conversation because your weak knowledge would get roasted. You'd run, you know it. You'd be a laughing stock for people like us. But guess what? You would also got laced about what you did wrong or what you could have did better. How else are you going to learn, man? How else can you possibly learn where your mistakes are made if you don't talk with some motherfucker that you think is sharper than you? How can you get sharper than you are if you don't subject yourself to exposure to people who sharper than you? See, that's your problem. You don't want to give credit where credit is due. You want to see where credit is due, and you want to take the credit for yourself. See, there's been a path laid out, and all any of you had to do was follow it. But no, you today, motherfuckers, are so insecure. You couldn't possibly say somebody was bad, except for somebody like LeBron James or, you know, some athlete. You can give that to him. But to a real live person like you, you couldn't give that. You'd be way too motherfucking goddamn insecure. When you young in this life, when you're young and you're in this life that we gonna lead, if you're not willing to expose yourself to be judged by your peers, you ain't shit. And you ain't gonna be shit because you don't want to be shit. That's just all it is to it. You tell me, how can you call yourself a man, not a pimp? How can you call yourself a man if when you bring a new partner home because you guys had an idea, you want to start something, you run it by baby, and baby don't think it's cool, and she blow up and run your new partner away, kill your deal? How can you call yourself a man if you do that? Tell me, why do most of you guys have no plans and don't intend on making any? Why is that? If you really are a pimp, let's say, if you talk about you a pimp, why do you dress like a thug? Why do you dress thuggish? Pimps dress like pimps because they know they're pimps. Most of you motherfuckers in reality have an identity crisis, and you don't realize that that's what's going on in your life. You have an identity crisis because you're a fake, you're a fraud. You keep telling yourself lies about who you are. You keep making yourself much better than you really are. That's why you guys can't talk to women. You can't. You won't be able to. Well, of course, you can talk shit as far as if they're being in the friend zone. You can talk to them then. But when it comes to getting at them, you can't talk to them. I also know that if it was 100 of you out there listening to me right now, 99 of you motherfuckers will be fully guilty of what I'm saying. A 100% of you motherfuckers would be willing to sit in a session with dudes like me and ask questions, which is not kicking game. You do this, because all of you motherfuckers think it's okay to ask questions. You think it's okay to show that you're a sucker. Asking questions does nothing but tell whoever you're asking that you're a fool. When you kick game, you talk about what you've been doing, what you got going on. You have things in your life that you're doing, and you provide scenarios about those things to talk about. See, a real man would risk being the butt of all the jokes going on if another man made that joke that he respected. Cause that motherfucker a real man would know this other man, if he making this joke, whatever, ranking me, blah, 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 it's probably gonna lace me with some more game. See, 100% of you guys would ask your questions. This is what you do. You would ask your questions, and when you got the answer, instead of you trying to see the sense or the game in it, you would immediately respond with another question, some other idiotic question, to try to see or to try to make your weak ass game make sense. Now, asking questions ain't gonna do shit for you. It's not gonna make you any sharper than you already are. It's just not. I can't help it. I know you think I'm not being fair, but I am being fair. I'm giving you the truth. This is what I do. I give you the truth. You or no other person can reinvent the wheel. The only thing you can do is dress it up to suit you. That's all you can do. My point is, the road to being a man is there with many avenues to take. Some of these avenues are detours, and some of them are expressways. But you'll never find any of them if you don't get the courage to be you out there. You have to find out where they are, and you will never find them faking. You can't get out and find the shit that I'm talking about if you're a coward and if you're afraid what, talking to women represent, because I get tired of hearing you motherfuckers talk about how fools be saying you gotta lie to bitches to get this, to do that. You don't have to lie to bitches, man. Don't get me wrong. They're lying to them. The dudes are lying to them. But the fact of the matter is, if you motherfuckers who claim that you real, who claim that you got this or that, if you weren't so far off the mark, bras would recognize the real when they seen it. But what's happening is it's so much fraudulent stuff going. So many people starting out like they real dudes, real men, but as the time go by, the real them come out because they can't keep up the lie, and they disappoint these women. How could every single one of you claim to be men or rappers or something else that could women respect you? Where are motherfuckers who only claim to be a man? See, what should be obvious to you is that you and the suckers are saying and doing the same things. I mean, how could that be if you a real man, a real pimp? How could you be doing and saying the same things that the suckers are doing and saying? Now that shouldn't be. When a sucker spit any kind of man shit to a broad, first of all, if she don't roast him right off the top because she can tell he lying, see, matter of fact, that's just it. When you guys talk, whatever shit you talk, most of the bitches seem to be receptive. But that's because they know you talking shit and they smile and whatever, so you can buy whatever you had to do. Maybe buy her some drinks, maybe buy her a fucking piece of barbecue. I don't know what you're going to buy her. But she can tell you full of shit. And what I'm saying is, if you knew that she could tell, even if she didn't choose to be with you and found out about you, she already had been spit at by a real man. It could have been 5 years ago. But she's still judging your conversation today with that 5-year-old conversation she had with a man. Why? Because the more she see dudes like you, the only thing she have is memories. She remember when some motherfucker said something to her. She don't get to experience it no more because she's sharper than you. That's just all it is to it. And what's that saying about your conversation? You know, when you spitting at abroad and she can't tell if you a real man or one of these fake men. You see, little shit like this, little things, little point of views like I'm pointing out to you now is why you'll never make it to the top of the heap until you listen. If you don't listen and accept this shit, I'm telling you, next year on July the 7th, you're going to be in the same place. And you're going to be talking yourself, telling yourself that you're improving. Say, what I'm saying is, what is it saying about you when you do everything suckers do? I'm saying, doggone, you look like a sucker. You act like a sucker. You say shit suckers say. So why in the hell should the bitch think you anything but a sucker? You all know the saying, if it look like a duck, quack like a duck, must be a goddamn duck. We know that shit. It makes sense to me that if you can't differentiate yourself from these motherfucking suckers, why should she? Why should she differentiate you from them suckers when you can't even do it? The thing is, you can get some real game from SWU. And you'll look for these suckers to thank them for fattening all them goddamn frogs for your snake ass. A motherfucking viper. Because that's what I am. That's what all my students are. And that's what we do. We take shit. We don't ask for nothing. We taking it. Let's see. Is anything going on? Okay, it's a lot of people on here. See, always be people. You guys just be talking with each other. Man, I don't even want to talk about that damn shit. I'm gonna see what you're talking about. All right, let's see. Everybody talking about what's up. Hey, K Aspire, that compliment. Hey, Wesley Henderson, you gotta understand, bro. That's why I do these videos. Because at one point, somebody is gonna see. And if you've seen what you just seen, reasoning versus confidence, when you watch that doggone video, probably showed you something. You welcome, Shimmy. Smoke Bender. Finally caught the live, okay? My email is askRosebud with 2 D's at gmail.com. Hey, El Coyote, I ain't no entertainer. This shit is not entertaining. What's entertaining is the delivery of the facts. But what you're never supposed to get past is the information. There's information, but I just know how to do it to where it looks entertaining. Because when you do something as I do and it looks entertaining, you lull the suckers to sleep. And what they do is be sleep. Although they're conscious, they be sleep and then just be entertained. Oh, come see the beautiful neighborhood with Mr. Rogers. It's, you know, that's how you guys think. A person that's paying attention, they looking past the entertainment. Yeah, Rosebud always give a good show because he entertaining. No, Rosebud always give a good show because he had that shit laced in there for a real motherfucker to see. See, that's fun. Because I'm not going to just tell you something. I'm going to give it to you right. See, the goddamn, hey, that was I just read the K Aspire. Hey, you guys, if you watching, hit the like button. He right. But what I'm really trying to say to all you guys, what I be trying to expose you to is the correct thinking. There is a such thing as correct thinking as a man. It is not a universal thing because motherfuckers think differently. You have to force yourself to think like a real man. You have to force yourself to see things that real men see. And you're supposed to always appreciate the fact that you can recognize when some motherfucker is being real. That's just how I know this life goes. And what I want from all of you, why I do these shows. Believe me, if these video I did netted me some money, I would be really excited about doing these videos because, heck, I'm money. I am excited about the potential of getting some students. There's going to be some of you motherfuckers out there that's going to be tired of sitting on the fringes of this game. You're going to be tired of sitting here listening to me talk all this real shit and it ain't doing nothing for you. See, I'm doing what I do for those cats. I don't care if it's 1 or 2 a week. I don't care. I only care about the 1 or 2 a week. I'm not interested in hearing all these damn stories you motherfuckers be emailing me about. That's why I delete them. I don't really want to hear your problems because I already know you got them. I don't know what specific problem you might have, but I know the problem you have is all based on you not being who you really are. It's all based on you're afraid to expose the true you. This is why every single time you see me, I don't care what the fuck's going on. I'm going to be the exact same way. I even had a guy in my school yesterday. We had a conference call. And he just at least 4 items a day. You got 100 and some things to read. You're not going to read every one of them. No, you're not. And I used to that at first when I was going online to school, feel a little bit whatever about the motherfucker not reading my shit. But then that motherfucker must have read my mind because I remember one time they said, if you need me to read it, or if you need my grade to know that you did well, then you didn't do the assignment. 2 and 2 is 4. This dude, I ain't even going to it. I'm just saying this dude did not like the fact that I didn't read his shit. And he got all belligerent, not really belligerent, but I took it as belligerence. And I had to put him out, block him. He can't come to this. Man, if you know as much as this dude was talking about he know, and if you are as confident as this dude was saying he was, then you don't even need my school. So why would you come in just to show or say how confident you are when you could be out catching some bras? Man, instead of sitting on a computer arguing with a motherfucker that ain't gonna get up and I ain't getting up and go nowhere. I done already caught my bra. I ain't gonna lose her. I ain't gotta prove what I'm saying because I prove it every day. You're the ones that need to prove it, and only to yourself. You ain't gotta prove it to me. Prove it to your fucking self. Be who you say who you say you are. Whoever you open your mouth and say you are when you're talking to a broad. How come you don't be that? How come you don't be him? I mean, all you guys over here saying all this shit, hey, what's up? All this thumbs up, all this bullshit. I don't need that fucking shit. I need motherfuckers over here that's talking about some shit I just said, chopping it up, woo, and then, when I look at it, I got some comments. See, this is how you kick shit on this fucking stupid shit. That's why I don't fuck with groups. I really, appreciate you saying you want everything to be good for me. I appreciate that. But I ain't trying to read that goddamn shit. What I'm saying is like this dude, Wesley Henderson. This is what he said. So after watching your video from the other day I realized that I'm that guy you were talking about with $100 and uses reason. Now, for all you motherfuckers that didn't see that video, you out there saying, man, that's the best thing to use is reason. Well, watch the video, motherfuckers. See what's the best thing to use. Because I don't talk shit. Well, take that back. I do talk shit. Hella shit. But I don't talk bullshit. I don't be saying nothing that's got bullshit in it. And the sooner you motherfuckers understand and accept that, the sooner you align your ass up to get an SWU. Because believe me, it's not that much right now, but don't let the success rate go up. Which it is. And then you're going to be having to go get a fucking loan to get in my goddamn school. Because that's how you all are. It was like that with my confidence course. It's like that with everything I introduced. Every motherfucker think it's great, but only 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 motherfuckers will spend their money. And then when I see it's as great as I said it is, and I triple the price, then all you motherfuckers want to buy the shit. Then you want to get in it because you done seen enough motherfuckers test it out and they creaming. So now you willing to get charged. I'm not trying to charge you. I'm offering you the shit now. You are charging yourself. So with that, if you want to believe that you're doing the right thing, like this dude in my class, then you shouldn't enroll in my school. You shouldn't give a damn about what I'm saying. You shouldn't even be listening to my radio shows or anything because you got your shit together. Believe me, if I was out there as I am, I wouldn't be on this shit. I would not be here talking to whoever I'm talking to. I wouldn't be doing that shit. Man, I'd be out doing what I be talking about. I'd be out catching bitches. I would be out doing whatever the fuck, but I would not be behind my computer. I never even fucked with a computer until I got it. Well, computers wasn't that popular back then either, so never mind, forget that. But what I'm saying, fellas, is you only have one life. I mean, you can live it in obscurity, and you can be satisfied with the pretending that you do, or you can live on Front Street, doing everything you saying you're gonna do, which is when you see the people that's looking at you, because you can't even see the motherfuckers looking at you now. You so fake. You being watched just like I'm being watched. It's just that I know that I'm being watched, and I'm always being a certain way so that whoever sees me gonna be attracted to me. You guys act a certain way when you with your boys, and you act a certain way when you get to talk to this bro, and you act a certain way when you talk to that bro. All that acting, and you don't even have no real part. You don't even have no real role. And you acting like a motherfucker. Hey, you can do that because it's okay until you realize that you're doing it. Then that's when it becomes fucked up. and you can't tell me that you don't realize what you're doing. Especially after listening to some of the shit I be talking. You can't say you don't realize what you be doing. My point. See, that's a lie you be telling yourself, that you don't know what I'm doing. You don't. And that's what you all do. Lie to yourself about insignificant things as far as the importance of it. But that's because you don't even know what's important. Everything I'm talking about, you can learn at SWU. You can see it and appreciate it. And it'll be something you can take with you that you won't forget. Because you're not, if you get this, you won't forget it because everybody want it. That's why I would imagine that's why you listening to a motherfucker. Maybe you are simply listening to be entertained. I hope I'm entertaining to you. But that ain't what I'm trying to do, entertain your ass. I'm trying to educate your ass. I'm trying to give you something that's going to be with you. The gift that keeps on giving. That's what my course is. Because you know what they're also finding out? That after a year or two, whatever, then you revisit the course. You revisit it as if you just looked at it. It's a whole new group of information for you. The same shit you've seen before is going to be telling you something else now. Why is that, Rosebud? Because a second grader can only understand what a second grader can understand. And a third grader can only understand what a third grader can understand. And so on and so forth. Otherwise, each time you go through that course, you have graduated to another level of thinking. And there's an infinite amount of levels of thinking. So you could watch this shit 20 years from now and have 20 years worth of knowledge and wisdom under your belt and still get something from this shit, because every time I watch it, I get something from it. I don't never need to take notes on my course, because every time something come up, whatever's coming out my mind is fresh, but it's on point because I studied the course. All right, fellas, if you want to continue to play with yourself, do so. But get you some motherfucking baby oil or something and go in the bathroom if you want to play with yourself. I'm out.